What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we're doing a Panera bread mukbang, whatever you like to pronounce it. Did I just do this just so I could have Panera bread today? Maybe. But also at the same time, I'm extremely fascinated by mukbangs in general, because who knew just filming yourself eating and posting it on the internet, like, people like that stuff. I had no idea until several years ago, you know, when it was like a Korean thing, and then you saw like Trisha Paytas doing it and Stephanie Sue doing it, and like everyone's just still doing it till this day. But again, kind of sucks for me though, because Panera bread can be a little expensive, you know. I don't know, there's Panera bread abroad, but Panera bread is kind of, and I think it's an American thing, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Anyway, so today I have a bunch of stuff here. I have autumn squash soup. It has the seeds on top, you can see. I have broccoli and cheddar soup, which is one of my favorites. I get it almost every single time. I have tuna salad sandwich. I also have half a grilled macaroni and cheese sandwich, which didn't think was possible. And also grilled chipotle avocado melts with some chips, Panera bread chips, just like the regular kind, and some baguettes and an apple there as well. But yeah, let's dive in. Let's see what the first one is. So here we are, we have the grilled macaroni and cheese sandwich. I mean, this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can open it up and see what's on the inside. There you go. All right. I've actually never tried this one before. This was just the one that I wanted, most curious about, honestly, but yeah. Anyway, let's dig in. I'm a little confused. Hold up, one more bite. Honestly, it tastes just like what it's advertised to be, which is basically just macaroni and cheese in between two pieces of bread and grilled. Honestly, that's what all this tastes like, but pretty good though. I don't really eat macaroni and cheese often, but pretty good. Hopefully they give me spoons for the soups. Hold up. They did not, so I have to get my own spoons. Be right back. Put that down.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back with the spoon. Just being prepared, anyway, for the soups later, but I was just so curious about the macaroni and cheese that I just had to try it first. You know, and then growing up, I always thought, you know, kind of eating with your mouth open was kind of impolite, but people have been doing it, and people are like into that kind of. I don't know. It's just so weird to me when it first came out, but it's kind of a normal thing now, I guess. But, oh yeah, also, comment down below, how are you guys' day today? I'd like to know with my bored self. Please let me know how your day went because, ooh. I just get curious about people's lives, that's all. Does that make me a psychopath? I don't know. Maybe. But, anyway. And again, I ordered only halves because, you guys, the inflation these days, you can't buy anything without having to spend $1. Like, seriously. Can we, like, go back to prices back then? Okay, that's one done. Next one, I'm gonna try the autumn squash soup. It looks really appetizing, but let's try it. Well, it smells pretty autumn. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, and coming from a guy that doesn't like squash that much. You know, I think, you know, inflation is like a worldwide thing. I don't think it's just America. That's where I'm from. But it's so bad these days, you guys. Like, I know you guys have to see me on that because it's just so bad. Let's save that a little bit and let me move on to the broccoli and cheddar soup, which, quite frankly, guys, I can never ever get tired of. Never. I know some people also take it a step further and like make ASMR videos and like chewing sounds and stuff. I think that's a little bit too much for me, but I mean, hey, it's pretty cool though. Speaking of, what is your guys' like favorite holiday? Because since, you know, autumn, squash, soup and all. Currently it's winter in America, but what's your guys' favorite season? Mine's either spring or fall is mine. I have to say least favorite, summer. I know, like, as a kid, they try to trick you into thinking summer's the best because that's when you don't have school. But honestly, I just never really liked hot weather. And, you know, in the summer, things are just way more crowded. And I'm kind of an introvert in a way, so I just don't like being in crowded places where there's lots of people. It just, I don't feel comfortable, you know? there's just something about broccoli and cheddar soup that I can never get over, ever. And to be quite honest, I didn't have anything planned to talk about, but I mean, let me just take you through my mindset this morning. I literally woke up this morning thinking about Serena Williams. Well, the Williams sisters in general, and how, of course, back in high school, I was a big tennis fan, and started joining the tennis team and all that, and watching TV and, you know, trying to get into men's tennis and not seeing anyone I could possibly look up to. You know, there's Roger Federer and the Novak and Nadal, you know. I can't really resonate with them. And for the American men's, you have, at the time, Andy Roddick, but again, none of them I could really look up to. And finally, one day, I just thought, hey, let's just check out women's tennis. And of course, Serena was very prevalent at the time, and still is. Yes, she is. Greatest of all time. She deserves that title. I think I started recognizing that she was one of my biggest inspirations around like 2009, 2010. Obviously, I wasn't there from the beginning. I think she started playing tennis around 1995, but I wasn't really born yet, so, you know. And honestly, she kept winning Grand Slam after Grand Slam, that I was just like, she's just a boss, and one of my biggest inspirations till this day. You know, and when she announced her retirement, honestly, of course, before I should bring up her retirement, of course, I didn't keep up with her every single time and every single year. Of course, I kind of, in a way, also evolved away from tennis myself, like she has, but I always like kept tabs on what's happening in the tennis community and such. And but when she announced her retirement, I honestly got teary-eyed when I just saw the news. Like, not trying to be dramatic or anything like that, but it was the truth. I was just like getting teary-eyed and like my nose getting all stuffy, and I was just kind of a mess when I found out that she was retiring. You know, and not to like take anything away from her sister Venus as well. Venus is older, the older sister, and I believe she's still going strong, you know. Of course, her results haven't been the most successful, but for someone her age and what she's accomplished so far, I think that's enough. And that's done with that. I'll get back to those, but wanted to try more of the sandwiches. Let's try this one. And this is the chicken avocado melt. So This is what it looks like. But yeah, like I said, with Venus, it's just like, you know, after her sister came onto the scene, it was kind of a rivalry between them. And then eventually, Serena kind of got the upper hand, you know, being the better tennis player, but still, like, someone needs to give Venus her flowers as well, honestly. And honestly, I was really pulling for Serena because, you know, there's of course the stigma of once you become a mom, you're not really into anything else, which I think is false. I was hoping that after she had her daughter, she would still be able to be competitive and all that stuff, but honestly, again, with what she's accomplished, and being a mom does not take away from any of those things at all. Yeah, and I think I heard that Venus had a wild card into the Australian Open, I believe. So I'll be rooting for her. Of course, I'm not really like the biggest tennis fan anymore, but you know, I'll still be rooting for her regardless. I wonder if they gave me any napkins. They did. And what sports do I pay attention to now? Since, you know, I've kind of evolved away from tennis, you should say. But I kind of got into a lot of soccer recently, and also a lot of track as well. But I know that it's track and field, but I feel like just been really enjoying watching track lately. I don't know why. I think it's because Allison Felix retiring. You know, because before that I wasn't a big track and field fan. I would keep up with it every time the Olympics came along, but not like fully. And then when I heard that Allison Felix was retiring, I'm like, shoo. And then I think like the World Championships have just passed, and I decided to tune in, and I was thoroughly entertained. And, you know, I remember watching her as a kid, like all these people, I remember watching them as children, and it's just kind of end of an era, you know. Sorry guys, I am a little sick, just a little, and it's not you know what. And, you know, when it comes to soccer, you know, of course I just watched the World Cup. I think it's a kind of a tradition of our family to watch the World Cup every time it comes out, every 4 years, aside from, you know, what happened in 2020, but yeah. And going in this time, did I think Argentina was going to win? I didn't think so, honestly. I honestly felt like Ronaldo and Messi just weren't gonna get, you know, a World Cup. I just, for some reason, felt like they weren't going to, you know, even though I really wanted them to, and I am happily shocked that Argentina finally got it. I honestly thought it was going to be like France was either going to win again or Brazil was going to win, but happily shocked. The US made it out of the brackets, which was pretty nice. Shout outs to Japan and Korea as well. I really thought they really showed this time in the World Cup, like, that Asian countries can do well in soccer, which made me really satisfied. And let me know what favorite sport. Okay, English. Let me know what's your favorite sports down in the comments down below. Would love to read it and go into depth why this is your favorite sport also. And because honestly, again, I'd like to know. I'm starting to realize I forgot to order a drink, and now I'm thirsty, so again, guys, be right back.
One eternity later.
Just plain water. Warm water because it's winter now. Speaking of winter, I also had a figure skating stage as well. I'm sorry, figure skating phase as well. Okay, done with those. Diving into my last one. I'm sure this is the tuna salad sandwich. You know, if you guys to ask me, my favorite sandwich that I never get tired of, it will always be tuna salad sandwich. Which, I know a lot of people don't like fish, but love fish. Let's make it interesting and open the chips, shall we? Panera bread chips. Yeah, you know, when I was younger, all the kids love sweets, and now I've kind of grown to like sweets a little more, but when I was a child, I did not like candy or chocolate or any of those things. I was always a salty, like, chip fan. But yeah, going back to the whole figure skating thing. Of course, I think Yuzuru Hanyu, again, is also... I don't know if he announced his retirement. I believe he did. Yeah, I believe he did, but... There's so many legendary people retiring this year. Heading into 2023, you know. I unfortunately have to work later, which sucks, but... It is what it is, you guys. Trying to make a check these days. And, you know, to go back to the whole sports thing, I always loved watching sports. I've always wanted to be good at sports. However, I was just not really the athletic type. I joined tennis in high school. And I think I was just too afraid to join anything in college. I don't think I was physical enough for soccer. I think I tried volleyball as well, but just didn't work out. I guess I'm just too short. And I know you don't have to be the tallest person to be in volleyball, but still, it's kind of a disadvantage. Ooh, you guys. Going back to my high school days, when I was part of the tennis team, I used to eat a lot, you guys. I can eat like 2 servings and I would still be like, I can eat some more. But like now, these days, I can barely eat at all, half the time. People are just like telling me to eat, but I don't know if I just grown just like less hungry or like more picky. I don't know. But like I said though, we'll never get tired of Panera bread. I don't know what's about Panera bread, but never get tired of it. But yeah, maybe I should set like a New Year's resolution, like to be more athletic and participate in the sports that I love so much, but just haven't gotten the chance to since high school. And of course, you know, it's time and money these days, and you know, when you grow as an adult, your time dwindles. All you care about is working and being an adult, and the world doesn't stop for you to just you know, participate in your hobbies. And sometimes you just have to make it happen. If you want to do something and you love something, like love a hobby or something, you have to make time, in which I've just, I guess, just been bad at. You know what the irony of this whole thing I just realized is? I'm talking about, you know, athletics and stuff, and look at me just stuffing my face. Why didn't I think of that? Ugh. Contradictory. Oh, let me also show you what I also got. Just in case anyone was curious. When you order something, it always comes with a baguette. Or an apple. So, when you order something and you're not familiar with Panera bread, either comes with chips, a baguette, or an apple. And they also come along with a lot of drinks too, and I should have got a drink, shoot. Next time. I'll be prepared. But anyways, guys, I think this is kind of like stretching it at this point. I don't think you want to look at me finish every single thing. So I'm going to enjoy this, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're going to get Panera bread soon as well and love it as much as I do. And hopefully, you know, we go into the new year with new goals and such. And yeah, aside from that, of course, like the video, comment down below everything I asked you. How was your day? What's your favorite sport? All that good stuff. And subscribe. Anyways, guys, love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.